Good morning, Crosspoint.
Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Wendy.
Hello.
We have a special guest today. We've known Jeff for quite a while, but now the whole congregation gets to learn about Jeff Farmer. Hey, Jeff.
Welcome, Jeff.
Hey,
Oh, fantastic. So glad you're here. We're in a series we call #Real, and we've been hearing just real life. It's really down to the raw guts of it, what people are thinking and what they've been through in life. And so I thank you for sharing your testimony today.
Jeff, how long have you been a member at Crosspoint?
August will be some years.
7 years.
7 years.
And can you just
Yeah.
start out by telling us when you became a Christian?
I became a Christian in '94, and up to that point, I was always involved with some kind of Christian function and stuff like that. So I knew God before I actually give my life to God. And joining Crosspoint, like I said, I joined there. This August will be some years, I believe.
Fantastic.
And I joined it through CR,
Okay.
Pre-CR, Celebrate Recovery.
Celebrate Recovery. I happened to stop at the stop sign there and seen the sign that said, told Debbie, my wife, I wanted to try that because at that time I was going through some issues in my life, was looking for something like that. And so I went the following night to CR, Celebrate Recovery.
Yeah.
And going through the program and doing the studies really turned my life around and showed me what issues I had going on in my life causing the problems I were having.
Well, why don't you
And-
tell us about that? Elaborate on that for us.
Well, I was out of work and having a lot of depression, and it got to the point where it was affecting my family. And I came in and sat down and talked with Kurt about it and didn't know which way to really go. And he gave me some good advice that I use today. He told me to get up and go serve people, help people. It don't matter what you do, just get up and go serve and help people. And I started doing that, and noticed I started receiving a lot of blessings from it. A lot of mountains being moved out of my path to clear my path to carry on my journey with the Celebrate Recovery program and being able to help people within the program that was coming in with the issues that I'd had.
Wow.
And but it really turned my life around. I had to totally commit my life to God, giving
Okay.
full will of my life.
What did that mean? You have to give him full will. How was that different?
Not doing stuff on my understanding and my thoughts of how I should be doing things.
Okay.
Because my thoughts were leading me down, we're not getting no better.
I don't know how much of that you want to share, Jeff, but I know you were going through a tough time. Can you describe parts of your life where, things were out of control? Can you tell me about your earlier life?
Well, I grew up in a family where there was a lot of parents fighting and drinking and partying.
Okay.
And I ain't going to say my parents were bad parents, but there wasn't good guidance there. And so I pretty much at a young age had to learn to go on my own, provide for myself. And luckily I met Debbie, my wife, when I was 13. And it really changed my life because she come from a real strong, faithful family. And her mom and dad took me in and give me that love and faith and led me to Christ's way.
Wow.
And
Did you meet in school? Did you all meet in school?
we met at the Rainbow Skating Rink, matter of fact.
Right. I remember that story now that you say it.
Yeah. But if it wasn't for her and her family, couldn't tell you today what my life would have been like. But
Wow.
So you said that you came to Crosspoint, you came to Celebrate Recovery, and it really helped change some things because it was affecting your family. So What was that change like? And how was that different from the Christianity that you had been living before?
Well, it taught me how to understand it and live it to my understandings, and being able to be a provider for my family. And actually, my whole family ended up joining Celebrate Recovery, and it's helped us all. From my daughter, dealing with her, she went through addictions, and my grandson dealing with issues mentally and physically through his childhood life. And it just give us the big picture and the light of my whole family of being able to get along with each other and understand each other instead of at each other. So
I know a lot of that played a big part in your marriage when I first met you and Debbie. I know that things were really tough for the two of you.
yes, it was. It was about to the end of a 36-year marriage, you know.
Amazing.
But I thank God every day for leading me to Cross Point and Celebrate Recovery and changing my family's lives in my life. And like I said, God started removing the mountains, the issues I were facing, and just giving me a clearer path to walk on every day. Once I turned my full will to Him and His understanding with my life, you know, it took all the worries away and everything else. I just get up, start my day with God, and I end my day with God.
What does
There's
that
a lot
mean?
of days.
I'm
What?
curious what that means. Do you have a prayer time in the morning?
I do. I have a certain prayer time in the morning and at night before I go to bed. And there may be days I talk with God all day. You
I
know?
get it.
I love that. You told Kurt that you had a favorite verse. Do you remember? Could you share that with us?
Yeah, that was Proverbs 3. I think it's verse 5.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I try to live my daily day by that. Just allowing God to give me a clearer path to walk on, and knowing that if I need Him, He's always there for me. So.
Love the Lord your God with all your heart and lean not unto your own understanding.
Exactly.
Right.
Because my understanding got me where I started. So.
Man, I wish I could give that message. If there's one message you just said, you know, is we get fooled by what we think is right.
Correct.
When we seek after what He says is right, it makes all the difference in the world. I guess you saw that too.
Yes, I do. Yes.
You know, Jeff actually called us and asked if he could share this morning because he wanted people to know what God was doing in his life. So at the end of each one of these interviews, we've asked each person, you have a captive audience this morning. What is it that you want people that are listening to hear from you today?
I just want people to turn their lives over to God's will or God's understanding, and their daily life will be a lot happier, more pleasant, and less worryful. And God will take care of us and provide for us.
Hey, Jeff, we're in a +1, this Jesus +1. Do you have a 1 that you've been working on?
I do.
Is that right? Okay.
They,
Well,
they actually started coming to church before all this come about, but they will be back.
good for
Great.
you, Jeff.
That's great.
Hey, listen, I want to thank you too for sharing your journey today. But man, that I've gotten to witness your journey through the years. And today, I don't remember, are you a deacon this year for the first time, or were you a deacon last year as well?
This year.
This year, that's right, this year. Who's your elder?
Angelo.
Okay. And I know you guys get together weekly and you're studying and praying together and you're taking care of your team. I'll tell you, Jeff, the journey you've been on has just been amazing. And so I just want to thank you for allowing us to be a part of it as well.
Thanks,
I just want to thank Cross Point for allowing me to be a member and the love that I get from Cross Point. I mean, with my journey, I've never had nobody ever turn a bad eye or anything toward me, knowing me. You know, it's just always been welcome.
Mm.
And
Awesome.
that's what makes Cross Point awesome church.
I like that. I'm going to end it on that. Jeff, thank you so much.
Thanks,
That was
Jeff.
fantastic.